Hey guys, welcome to Bullhorn Beach. So we are setting up the hot tent now. Go over some of the features. Okay, I am smack dab in the center here. You can see that is still a good foot above my head. With my boots on that I wear, I'm right at about maybe 6 feet tall. And this tent is 7'3". Okay, so it's got these vents right here. They pop open from the outside. You can see my hand right there. Just got a little piece that holds them open. That's a common feature on most tents. There's another one on that side. What that does is it allows some ventilation. There's a stove going through the pipe. Granted, I don't have it sealed off yet. This is my first time actually setting it up with a stove in it and all that. That's the pipe jack, they call it, that goes around stove pipe. The jack did come with it. The hole was the size it is. I didn't cut that in for my pipes. The stove itself did not come with it. I actually got that as a gift. I do have 2 of these because one came with the stove as well, in case your tent doesn't already have this. 2 doors. The door I came in, there's another one on that side. So whenever your buddy gets up to go pee, he's got his own door. There's one pole in the center, right here. This holds the whole thing up. And another thing, there's up here on the top, you can't see it, it's too dark. There's a hook right here you can hang a lantern from, okay? The lantern I have is not gonna fit on that hook, but I think with this piece of Velcro that you use to lash the pole together when you disassemble it, I think I can make a hanger with it and that little hook and hang my lantern up there. Shouldn't be a problem. If not, I'll put a piece of paracord on it. All right, let's go outside. It comes with a template to put the stakes in the ground. There's a bright green string. You might be able to see it just laying. Yeah, you can see it laying down there on the floor. That string hooks to the center of where the pole sits, and then there's a guide that shows you where to place each stake for the tent that you have. Mine has 8 stakes on it. They do make them with 10 stakes. I think those are for more colder climate. If it has the 10 stakes, it also has like a button right here or a toggle or something so that you can actually connect a floor to this thing and snow won't get in there. Where I'm at, I'm not in the Arctic, it's not that big of a deal. These are reinforced corners. I'm glad they're reinforced because you can pull it pretty tight. The only thing is with our wet ground, the stakes are coming out real easily. This, you just, when you get it up there, you pull that and it tightens it up on the stake. It also has tie outs, which I have not tied out yet. Just for me, I don't care. But you could actually put another stake a little bit farther back out here if you wanted to. Or if you're close to a tree, like right here, you could tie these out to a tree and pull your canvas just a little bit tighter. Well, there's a good look at one of the vents on the outside. And this is the other door. It does have toggles that you can tie the door open with. You'll notice along the bottom, it's open. That's intentional so that you can get ventilation. If this was completely sealed off and you ran a stove in there, the condensation would be horrendous. So they make it to where you can have ventilation. Now what I would do, if it's really cold, I would gather up some leaves or something like that, some debris, like you would build a debris shelter, and just cover this edge back here. Once you got that covered up, leave 1 or 2 of them open for ventilation, but that way you would keep more of the cold out. Here's a look at the jack. Let me step inside the doorway here. It's just easier to get to it. This is just like a little rain flap that goes over the things that you roll up. Okay, this is just Velcroed in there. That's an open hole to the inside of the tent. It's not permanently like that. This that is rolled up, if you don't have the stove jack, you just unroll this and it Velcros right on top of that. You can take the stove jack out, you can leave it in. I've chosen to leave it in. And if I don't need the stove, I just unroll this, cover it all back up. For now, I'm gonna tuck it up in like that. I am going to get a fire going in there. Once I do, we'll see how that stove works in there. I'm gonna see how warm it gets. I don't have a thermometer with me, but we can guess. I'm gonna have to build some kind of a platform, I think, to put on this thing. because it's just kind of, I'm sitting in one of those little three-legged stools right now, and it's kind of a pain maybe you younger guys bend better than I do, but it's kind of a pain to get down there and get wood in this. Okay, so a platform on the bottom to raise it up a few inches to help this old man get the wood in would be nice. All right, I'm gonna go outside and see how well it is drafting. I'll go ahead and close this door. It does have a little picture screen there, and the handle does have a small spring on it where you can grab it. Okay, you can't see any smoke out of it, but as I look across it, I can see the heat coming out of it. I'm gonna put some more wood in there, get it built up, get it good and hot, see if I can burn myself out. One more thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out my shop, find some scrap sheet metal, and make a spark arrestor. The last thing I want is sparks jumping out on my tent. Close that door, the one behind me is also closed. You can still see the bottom is wide open. I am so freaking hot. Okay, I've been in here for maybe 3 minutes and it is so hot in here, I am ready to get back out. That little stove puts out that much heat. I've got the airflow cut down about 3/4 of the way. I closed the damper about halfway. Okay, now the air is closed off. It's probably 80 degrees up there. And down here where I'm sitting, maybe even 80 where my head is, it's hot. Okay, so thumbs up on the stove, thumbs up on the tent. I think it does really well. If you're going to be in Arctic temperatures, you'd want to get one of the other models and maybe even have the floor in it and all of that. But for what I need here in Central Arkansas, this I think is going to work great. Thanks guys for watching here at Bullhorn Beach. We'll see you on the next video.